Hey ladies and legacy builders, welcome back to Tasha Mind Your Money. If you're new here, I am Tasha. I am a mom on a mission to budget smart, save boldly, and share with you our progress one step at a time. This is my weekly reset. I'm basically checking in on the budget. I didn't get to close out my budget with you on Friday last week, so I'm going to do it today in this video. Then I'm also going to project a budget for the third paycheck of the month of October. My husband and I are paid weekly. Because he gets paid weekly, I consider it me getting paid because we do this together. And then I'm going to track all of the expenses using my trackers in my workbook here. So we're going to do all of that in this video. So if you like any of that type of content, if you like seeing what other people are doing with their money, if you like getting new ideas on how to budget, manage, and track your expenses and track your budget, then please go ahead and click like on the video. We're going to start with the date of this budget was October 10th. That's basically the payday. I've filled out everything in pencil, so I'm pretty much going to walk you through what's happened. We budgeted for $1,400. The income that we brought in totaled $1,239.86, and our top priority was 2 Corinthians 4:16. A portion of that says the inner man is renewed day by day, and I thank the Lord that He has been renewing me day by day, day by day. All right, so we started with $1,239.86. Make sure you. I hope you can see that. Our giving bucket is the first bucket we allocate money to, and our tithe was planned at $140, but the actual was $124. And I'm hoping and praying that I did everything right, so my numbers make sense here, so we don't have to do too much finagling. You hear real life in my videos because my children are here on Sunday, and we're getting ready for church soon. I wanted to give a gift also to someone of $50, but we didn't have it with this income, so we're going to try with the next. Now, the next up is our savings bucket. The emergency fund, we plan to give $40. Let me take the giving away first, though. But we were able to put $10. I don't like to be too negative. I like to be more positive and say, okay, we did something. It's not what I wanted it to be, so it doesn't feel that great, but it does still feel good that we put some money in the emergency fund. The balance forward was planned at $25, but we put $4 in there. And so this is pretty much easy math. $14 saved with this income. So minus 14. And then she said no way. Oh no. Oh my gosh. For investing, we were to send $20 to the brokerage. We didn't get to do that. Now for cash expenses, I pulled out $70 instead of $50. And what happened this week was we had to wash more clothes than I expected. So I had to pull out an additional $20. And then I had to pay an ATM fee, which we're going to talk about when I get to the variable expenses. But $30 did go towards laundry. $20 I put aside for $5 Monday. And then I needed to do extra loads of laundry at the laundromat. This does not look very nice because I wrote in pencil, and then trying to write over it in pen, it's not looking that pretty. So I'm going to try to erase what was in pencil just so the pen can show up a little bit better. So the extra laundry cost was $20. Of course, I did not budget for that. So let me make this look uniform though. And then we're at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So $70 instead of $50. So 70. I have to X that out. It doesn't look very nice, but that's what it is. So minus 70 for cash expenses. And then we have bills and variable expenses. Let me get my pencil again. $240 was planned to go into our bills account, but we actually sent $269 because I had to pay my Kohl's bill, and I wanted to put some money towards Geico, and then I have a credit card payment due at the end of this week coming, so I need to make sure I cover that. So I'm going to subtract that $269. I hope this is still in frame. Then $320 went to the mortgage. $100 less than what we planned because the income was a little bit less. So we put this in a high yield savings account until the next month. So minus 320. $120 went to the account that where our car loan is automatically drafted each week. So it's $115 a week, but we put an extra $5 so we can pay extra towards the principal. So minus 120. For food, we spent $238.58 this past week on groceries. $238.58. So minus 238.58. All right, and then $17.67 is what we spent on household expenses. $17.67. Our cushion, I didn't write that in because I don't know if I have a cushion. Hold on. I do actually have some money aside that's left over, but we'll figure that out together just now. I spent money on gas. We didn't plan for gas. I didn't think I would need to fill up, but I ended up having to. And we filled up the tank for $39.99. ATM fee. That's what was, let me see, $39.99. This ATM fee got me. Because I was in a pinch and I needed the money, and I couldn't go to my regular bank because it was too far from where I was and I needed to pull out cash. So my bank charged me, I think $2.50, or no, the ATM charged me $2.50, and then my bank charged me money too. So we ended up paying $5.50 in ATM fees, which I can't stand. I hate that. Okay, so we have $21.12 left. 20 of that is in a cushion in our operating account, right? And 30 cents, I'm already giving you like my end of week tracking balance, account balances for these two accounts. But yeah, $20 in one account and 30 cents in the other. So that's $20.30. And we're missing 82 cents. I wrote it up here when I was doing my planning. I was like, where's that 82 cents? And I did not spend time looking for it. I probably need to. And if I find the time, I will do it. But our cushion got $20.30. And there's still 82 cents somewhere. I don't know where it is. So, God knows. Okay, we didn't put anything into annual bills or to entertainment. So, let's just add up our bills and expenses bucket. $269 plus $320 plus $120 plus $238.58 plus $17.67 plus $20.30 plus $39.99 plus $5.50. $1,031.04. 1031.04, and that's for bills and variable expenses for the past week. So I'm going to add this bucket to all the other buckets and make sure we come up to $1,239.86 plus 70 plus 124 plus 14. No, because there's 82 cents missing somewhere. Like, I don't know where that is, but it's there. It's somewhere. So $1,239.86 was the actual income. $1,239.04 the actual expenses, because I don't know where that money is. I have to find it. I gotta find it. Okay, percentages real quick. Giving was 124. So 124 divided into 1239.86 multiplied by 100 gives me 10% for giving. And then for savings was $14. Girl, why are you banging on mommy's desk? Why are you banging on my desk, honey? 1.1%. And investing was 0. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did have some dividends that I earned through my IRA, and I reinvested those. I don't talk about that right now on the channel, but that's still happening in the background. Dividends coming in, being reinvested, you know, mostly every month. So that's our second budget by paycheck for the month of October. My husband and I, remember, this is a 5-pay month for us. It's a golden month. So we do have 3 more paychecks to work on. Before I project the next budget, I think I'm just going to go to my tracking first so we can see where we ended for the week. And I want you to be able to follow along if you do enjoy that kind of thing. And let me see what I can use. I have something green. Okay, so we started the month with a balance of $67.74. We ended week 1 with $1.36 in this joint main account, right? This is the brick and mortar account that my husband and I use, one of the many that we have. We had some income come in on Tuesday last week. 146.04 was our ending balance at that day. I bought gas. We talked about that. I pulled out some cash. I sent some money to our bills account to pay my Kohl's card. The car loan money came out, and I had filled this in before the income. So this came out after the income, but we were looking like we're short here, but we were not overdraft at all. So the income that came in, 2 deposits, brought us up to $1,000.87. We spent $17.67 on household expenses, $238.58 on groceries, which is food, eating out, all of that. Then $20 was additional cash I had to pull out. ATM fees of $5.50, I tracked that. We paid our Geico insurance $100. We sent $10 to the emergency fund. We had where else? Oh, we Zelled some transfers. So our tithe got $124, mortgage got $320, bills got $140, and then the balance forward got $4. We ended with 30 cents at the end of week 2 of October. So let me just go ahead and fill this in. Week 2 from what date? Let me go to my calendar real quick. From the 5th through the 11th. So 10/5 to 10/11. That was week 2 for us. And we're at 30 cents in this account. Now for the operating account, we started the month with a balance of 16 cents. Okay. Then at the end of week 1, we had $4.61. Yeah, $4.61. So we deposited $50 here. We withdrew 20. We needed an extra 20 for some things. We transferred $29 to the bills account. We transferred $1 back to the joint main. There was a check deposit for 39 cents. Random check came in. We had an inflow of $603. So I had $600 that I pulled out from the joint account, but then I had cashed in some coins, and I got, I think it was like $14, and I had an extra $3 I took out from that, and I just deposited it here. So that brought us to $608. And then we sent the tithe over for $124. The bills account got $140. The mortgage account got $320. And our balance forward account got $4. What I'm hoping to do with the balance forward is keep that money in there so that in an event we need to use it with another paycheck going forward, maybe paycheck 3, paycheck 4, whatever, we'll have money to pull back into the budget. And so we ended week 2 with $20 in our operating account. Now for the bills account, this is kind of funny the way my desk is set up, but let's see if we can get through this without looking janky. $67.43 is where we started for the month, right? And in the past few transactions, in the past week, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but National Grid payment of $100 came out. I still owe them $103.50 that I have to pay by the 15th this week. So 1, 2, 3 days from now, I have to pay an additional $103.58. Stop knocking on the door, baby. $103.58. So I got to get that done. We transferred to the operating account $7.79. I had to take care of something. We had an inflow of $29, and that was my Kohl's credit card payment of $29. And then an inflow of $140, which we talked about, and that left us with a balance of $155.28. So what I need to do with week 3 is I need to add at least another $200. I think that's what we planned, so that we can, 1, pay the automatic credit card payment, and 2, I have to pay $103.85 to National Grid. Oh boy. The bill is now just under $1,300. And so I have to break it down. I've got to pay it back. And it's getting to the cold season, so we're going to have to restart the heat. And I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm trusting the Lord that the Lord is going to fight this battle for us, because it's not fair that I was being charged for an enormous amount of gas heat usage during the hot summer months. And now when I really need it, it's difficult to turn that on and know what I'm trying to pay the $1,200 plus. I gotta keep my family warm. So I'm in a bit of an emotional situation here, because I'm feeling it. I'm angry about this, but the Lord is gonna fight this battle for us. So that's that I need to work in. So I'm thinking 240 again going into the bills account, and let's see what else happens in the next week, because I don't really know. We're walking by faith over here. I don't know how the Lord's going to do it, but he's got to provide and he's got to take care of us, because we have quite a bit to take care of this week. A $369 credit card payment. Stop doing that. And a $369 credit card payment and a $103 gas bill. And I think also Spectrum is due to come out this week. I didn't write it down. Oh, Spectrum was supposed to come out today, actually. I didn't write it on my calendar. What was I thinking? But there is money in the bills account for Spectrum, and Spectrum is $90. And then at the end of the week, the cell phone is due. How did I forget to write all of this in? And I saw the bill. I got the text message. That's $83 for the cell phone. So we have to think of this. We have to think of this. We have to think of that. We also have to pay Geico by the 25th. So we want to make another payment this week. So our monthly budget is basically $1,400 per week times 5, because we have a golden month. So that's how we got the $7,000. So we're still going to budget $1,400 for this week. The top priority is Psalm 27:14. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. The King James says thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Okay, so the income that we're budgeting is total of $1,400. Not going to do the breaking down. Minus expenses of $1,400, because we do a zero-based budget. Payday is expected 10/17. Trying to turn this in a way where I can write easily. Let's see. Okay. So giving, the planned giving tithe is going to be $140. I also want to give the gift. I'm hoping I can do that this week. That's $150. And so $50. So $140 plus $50 is $190. So that leaves us with $12.10. Okay. For savings, the emergency fund, I think if I look at my monthly budget, did I go too far? Let's see. Emergency fund, $200, which is $40 a week. Okay, so we'll see if we can put $40 into the emergency fund. The balance forward, I don't remember what I budgeted for the month. Let's see. Balance forward is 90. We're at 1210. 90 divided by 5 is 18. Okay. Let's do 18. Let's see what happens. That's $58 right there for savings. So that leaves us with $11.52 to work with. Investing, we want to do to the R brokerage. And for investing, I said $100. What is that? 10, 20, 30, like $15 a week? What did I do last time? I did 20. Let's try 20. Let's see. And $20 for investing. So minus 20. And then cash expenses, we need to put money into the household binder. And that's 30. I'm going to increase this after October, because 30 is not enough right now. $5 Mondays would still get 20. And that's all I'm planning for cash, right? I think so. That's all I'm planning for cash. So 50. So 1082 left. I'm thinking of teachers. Or maybe that's in November. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. All right. So bills and expenses. We're at 1082. We have to pay the car loan. We got to send money to that account. So that's 120. And then the bills account, we get 240. And the mortgage account, let me put account here because we're not paying it around, we're just putting money aside for it. 420. Let's see, minus 420. I hope we can do more actually. For food, 200. That leaves us with $102. We have to, we will need to put some gas in the car. I'll put gas for car so I don't confuse it with the utility bill. We budgeted $250 for the month. Let me see something. 250 divided by 5 is $50. Oh shoot, I forgot where I was. I think it was 102. What was that I just did? 250 divided by 5 is $50 a week? Really? That's a lot. That's a lot. Sorry. I'm going to budget $40 for gas. I forgot where I was. I just messed myself up. 190 minus 58. Bear with me. $20, $50. Please and thank you for still being here. Watching me do this and listen to my children in the background. So we have $62 remaining. Household. Okay, and our cushion. So let's put the cushion here. Let's put household here. I do need body lotion. We need more body lotion. And I need some shea butter too, but $62. So what did I budget for the cushion? $200. 200 divided by 5 is $40 a week. I don't know if $20 would be enough. Let's see if we can make it enough. Make it enough. $42 going to the cushion. That's a lot. But that would be nice to have something to, balance us out in case we have extra spending that we didn't anticipate, because that happens. So $42. That's a lot, I think. Okay, let's try this. 120 plus 240 plus 420 plus 200 plus 40 plus 42 plus 20 is $1,082. $1,082 for bills and variable expenses. If we add this bucket total to the investing, to the giving, to the savings, and to cash, boom, we have a zero-based budget, ladies. All right, $1,400 for total income, $1,400 for total expenses as planned. That's the planned. That's what we anticipate. And we will see what actually happens when we get to the end of the week. I thank you so much for being here for as long as you were. I hope you found something enjoyable or motivating or even encouraging about this weekly budget check-in. Please don't forget to comment down below. What is your favorite part of the week? What's your favorite day of the week? My favorite day of the week right now is Sunday, because it feels good to just be able to reset, to do a sweeping, a mopping, a cleaning, a resetting, cleaning out my wallet, setting up a new budget. I like a clean slate. And I hope you start your day with powerful prayer. I hope you start your day with a nice cup of hot coffee or tea. And have a wonderful day. Have a blessed week. Thank you so much again for being here. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye for now.